What's up, everybody? Captain now. We're gonna call this the neighborhood part 2. You know what I'm saying? Now, there was a protest, I guess, today for Father's Day, or yesterday, or whatever day it was. I guess I don't even know exactly what day it was. Trump wanted to have a military parade for a man that I'm not gonna say he's a a draft dodger, but I'm gonna say he wasn't in the military. If he wasn't in the military, why do you think you deserve a military parade? Now, if he was saying, I want a military parade for all the generals that are in the military, I get it. But you wasn't even in the military. You're the chief of staff. Yeah, you could control a piece of the Marine Corps for up to 30 days to go do whatever your heart desires to. But you're not a king. Please don't call yourself a king ever again. That's the stupidest thing ever. Some people are Christians saying there's only one king, our Father, Jesus Christ. And even though there are hypocrites on both sides that say dumb stuff like that, it is what it is. Now, I was about to go on my boat today with King Baby David today and go swimming. I mean, it looks like these clouds are going that way, and it was supposed to be thunderstorm now, so I didn't want to go on the boat, but I guess the storms are passing and they're going that way, and they're like clear skies, but I'm not going to test it again. But back to the subject at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I let them understand. Yeah, there's neighbors right there. Yeah, so I don't agree with his stupid parade. It costs too much money for something that he's trying to save. All that money he saved from firing people, he's just using it for a parade. Like supposedly costs about $45 million when you look it up here and there. And there was a video of him talking about Putin. How you doing? If I could be a girl. Love that song. Oh, he parks right here now. I need to go visit him either today, probably today. Well, I don't know. He might not be home. He's a good man right here. He's also a Marine. He lives in that house right here. So, yeah. But like I'm saying, like, you know, how you gonna ask for a military parade or conduct a stupid military parade for you when you was never in the military? How stupid is that? Look at Baby David. Baby David laying down. You sleeping, boy? Why you sleeping? Get up. It's hot. I can understand why he's tired from the heat, but it's too hot for that. He shouldn't be sleeping, lazy bum. Anyways, yeah, I disagree with it. You know, there's a lot of things that people that support Trump, that are like strong supporters of Trump and believe everything he does, I think they're stupid. I could understand why some people, I can understand why people voted for him, because the thing he says he wants to do. Like, deporting illegal immigrants properly, I'm 100% behind that. Undocumented immigrants, well, you're gonna undocument yourself back home. I support that. How he's doing it, I don't support that. Throwing ice everywhere, I don't support that. I mean, you can have a rebuttal with me. I don't care. You can say, oh, he's a president, he deserves. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. You know? And the only reason he's probably president right now is because some people believe in Biden and how good he did or how good he didn't do, or some people say he didn't do good at all. Was there things Biden did good and did bad? Of course. There's things, every president try to do good and bad. They all try to do good and bad. They all try to do good. Some of the things they were trying to do was not good. It was bad. You know? And people talk about, oh, American. If you don't like America, get out. No, you get out. You're ruining America. I'm not saying that because some Trump supporters, I feel blindly supporting him, and then there's some that are purposely supporting him because they're racist, and then there's some that support his ideology of the work that he's trying to do, his plans, because he was getting all these Latino people behind him, and that one lady's like, he lied to me, and he deported all her family. And I think that's hilarious. Like, we told you, girl. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be totally honest, I feel like he's causing hate and discontent because I believe he's completely 100% racist. What has he really done for black folks? Tell me what he's actually done for black folks. I don't know, because I don't see him doing I haven't seen him do anything for black folks. How you doing? All right. Yeah, he comes, I've seen him a couple of times here now. He's a really good guy, Hard working, and that's all he was trying to do is work hard to take care of himself and whoever else he has to take care of. I like hardworking people. Like I said, I don't trust anything Trump says. It's this video, if it's not AI, which I know he said already, talking about President Putin and how he lost 52 million people in World War II. And Aunt Bev was like, you dumb, you're lying. Then she points out the lie. World War II ended in 1945. He was born in 1952. Russia lost about 28 million people, civilians and military, and not 51. So Putin didn't lose them. Russia in general lost those people in the World War II, not Putin, because he wasn't even around. Let me see, she's pointing out some stuff. She's like, if you're gonna use words and context, or you're the president of the United States, you don't want in the front talking. Every single time you talk, you lie, straight up lie. All the deliveries out for today. Well, I got my new mic. I bought another DJI mic mini. And I bought it because I like the clarity in it. They say the mic too is more expensive, but it's actually a better mic in itself. But I don't know, I haven't used the mic too. The few things I don't like about yeah, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, how you doing?
All right. I'm just vlogging. I'm not crazy because I'm talking to myself, but I'm crazy because I am talking to myself. I don't know why this camera turned off by itself, but it should never have stopped recording because I didn't tell it to stop recording. Unless something's wrong with them. I'll give it like 10 more seconds. No, there's nothing wrong with that. But it just turned off. And it shouldn't be getting hot because the screen turns off in a minute. So yeah, I probably have to fix the settings. I'll probably ruin the settings. There's people that have houses with pools out here. I'm not jealous. I didn't want a house with pool because there's one more thing I have to fix and work with. I don't want to do that. Anyways, let's get back to the subject at hand. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to move my mic because I have the neck brace thing now. So where it was at was rubbing against each other, and it kind of rubbed me a little bit, and it was kind of felt uncomfortable. Well, today's Father's Day, so the most important thing that happened today for me is I woke up, and I thank God. Second, my wife fed me some fruits, delicious, and a bagel with cream cheese. And more importantly, I got a massage. My wife bought a massage table, and she's using me as a guinea pig. Sometimes it hurts a little bit. When I told her that kind of hurts me, hey, how you doing? When it hurts me, how it hurts me, why it hurts me, she adjusts, and then this just feels excellent. Like, I feel like I could go play basketball today. No lie. Like, my back is not hurting for the first time in months. like I'm walking normal again. Like, usually the last, like 5-6 months, the last 6 months, I haven't played basketball. Even with the chiropractor, maybe it's 4 months, I don't know. But I haven't. But I was always in pain just walking regularly, even when I went to play. My wife stretched me out a little bit and massaged me right there in the living room. My neck cracked without her even trying. She was just stretching me out and if she'd have put some more pressure and everything like that, she probably could be a chiropractor. It was awesome. So yeah, there's that. And then you know, like I was saying, let's go back on my rant. The thing is, I try not to hate people, and you got to pray for the president. That's what the Bible says. If you're a Christian, you can't be hating. Well, you can hate, but it's like got to pray for your enemies. You know, in the Bible, they said the two greatest commands. They were just talking about this in church. She said the pastor said the two greatest commands. Was it? Yeah. Was it the pastor? Yeah. Well, no, it was a Bible study right after. So two greatest commands that Jesus said was to love that God with all your heart, soul, mind, and everything, and love that neighbor as thyself. To love the neighbor as yourself. You know, they talked about, yeah, it was a pastor too. He was talking about how, you know, everything went coincide, the Bible study and the preaching. So it was really, really good. He was talking about how you got to treat people like family and love your family. And it showed a lot of different things. And last he put, you got to love your God. Put God first. And he's like, you know why I put this one last? Because this one is the most important one. You know, if you're a Christian, that is true. As a Christian, I have to pray for Trump because he's my leader. He's not my king by any means, but he's my leader. You know, he's my president. We as a whole voted for him. Just like he says about Biden, maybe his stuff was rigged. Maybe Elon did rig it. I don't know. I don't like the people he chooses for anything. I mean, Elon literally told on him and said, my bad, Trump. You know, like, so it's like, to me, that's just dumb. And I'm not politically correct in any way. I don't like politics because I think they are corrupted. And if you wanted me to be 100% honest, President Obama was my favorite president of all times. He was classy. His wife was elegant. People were mad at her. Oh, she's not wearing sleeves on her beautiful dress. She's ugly. She looked like a man. She had 2 kids. Shut up. She's not ugly. She's ugly to you. Yeah, how you doing, boss? Man, you know, like your wife probably ugly to other people. Like a lot of people say, oh, Trump's wife's so fine. She's not that fine to me. Like even in her prime, I would have put Halle Berry way above her. I would have put Jennifer Lopez way above her. To me, they fine. She was hot though, not gonna lie. And they look so fake together. How you doing? You know, she was a. Are you sleeping? Oh, no, you're not sleeping. So here I am, man. And this is why I say they look fake together, or they're perfect for each other. Is she's over there all about we're gonna educate them children, and he said, "You go, girl," and he cut the education fund. I'm like, we're paying for a $54 million freaking parade. You could use all that money to educate kids in America to make them smarter. I was looking at this video. I'm gonna have to do some research on that video to see if his percentages are correct. But he was talking about more people come over here with degrees, and they stop more American businesses and hire more people than Americans do. You know, so like let's say 1 out of 3 Americans, or let's say 1 out of 3 immigrants would come over here with a degree and start a business, hiring people, and it's 1 out of 30 Americans, some crazy stats like that, and that the immigrants are more educated, and you know what, it's true. And then people always trying to make fun of other people, right? They're always trying to make fun of other people, yet they're not in those people's shoes. Like, I don't like Trump because he says one thing, and he ain't follow through. He tries to follow through and does everything illegally and unconstitutionally. You know, like, I don't mind the things he wants to do. I really don't. To me, some of the things he wants to do is fine. It makes sense. I'm actually for it. But what he wants, but how he's doing it, he just fired all these people, right? Now we need to hire people for those positions. No warning. Oh, you guys suck. Fired. On the word of Elon Musk, who turned on him, at least for a week. Yeah, you see what I'm getting at? Everybody in his first term that he appointed, oh, I know him, he's a great guy, blah, 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 arrested. Oh, I know him, he's a great guy, blah, 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 arrested. Then he pardoned all those people. On January 6th, people were storming the Capitol. National Guard was not called. I think a lady got killed. Right? Yes, protesting National Guard. Come on, man. Look at these beautiful birds. They look brown today. They must be babies. These birds grow fast, so those look like babies. They're usually completely gray. Maybe it's my shades. No, it's not my shades. What's up, birds? How you doing? You eating shrimps? Are you eating some scrimps? Yeah, and this guy that lives here, the dad is a Marine. So, you know, there's good people here. What up, man?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. How you been?
I'm pretty good, you?
I'm good. What you up to? What's going on? All you change?
Same old, same. I'm working on stuff, got a couple sensors out.
Oh, okay. I think I got a couple of sensors out too. I'm coming down here with my wife's car. I don't know anything about cars, so.
I hear you, man.
And I don't want to YouTube it and then mess it up. Yeah, I YouTube a lot of stuff, and I fix a lot of stuff. Like, well, Mercedes, when they crash, a lot of them total. Like, my next door neighbor's car got total and doesn't even look total, just so they got crashed. That's another thing about Audi. She bought an Audi. I told her I like the Audi better than Mercedes. She's like, for real? I was like, hell yeah. You know, I know it's a Volkswagen, but I like them better. And she was like, oh, blah, blah, I don't like it better. I was like, just like Mercedes, once you crash one of those, messing with all the electronics in there is very difficult. And not only was I told this when I was a mailman, let me tell you how bad my back was. Then I fell on grass, thank Jesus, and I couldn't feel my arms for like 2 or 3 seconds. I couldn't feel the rest of my body. I felt paralyzed, like I can't feel anything. I was like, oh God. And while I was walking my thing, I was singing gospel music though. I was like, amazing love, how can it be? Because I had a version that's no longer, I can't find it anywhere else, of the Katinas singing that song. I downloaded it illegally off of YouTube in Germany, so it didn't count. It wasn't illegal there. It was only illegal in America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. I didn't do it illegally. I just did it out there. But at the time, it wasn't illegal. I was in the Marine Corps still. Anyways, then when I got out the Marine Corps, I still had that. That's one of my favorite songs they sang. Just how they sang it. And I love it. The Katinas, a gospel group. Some moments. Anyways, I'm over here singing that, and then next you know, I'm face planted to the grass in Massachusetts. And I was 160 pounds. So I was very skinny. I'm gonna see if I can find those pictures. I just got divorced, so I had lost a lot of weight. I was 200 pounds. I lost a lot of weight because I got divorced and I was depressed. And I had to keep fighting. I got 4 kids at the time. Now I got 7. I got 3 steps and 4 of mine. And this guy right here is mine. I don't care what his biological father says. I'm daddy. I'm his number 1 dad. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's just keep going. Yeah, like I'm not trying to badmouth a president. I don't think a lot of our presidents was great. Matter of fact, Obama's my favorite, and I think he's the best president ever. The things that he did wrong, of course, he's human. But the things that he tried to do right, but even the Democrats were horrible at it, yes, absolutely. Of course. That'd be stupid if I said I didn't believe that. Of the things that Trump was trying to do that I thought was right, but other people were trying to deny him, of course. But the way he wants to do things, is it completely wrong? Absolutely. Like sometimes it's not what he wants to do. I just can't believe America will vote for a guy that they complain about. They complain about pedophiles, and they'll kill somebody after pedophile. They voted for Trump, who was accused more than once, hung out with Epstein so many times, tried to get away from him, because probably they were talking about some, hey man, if you don't hook me up with something, then I'm gonna leak these videos up, something. And what's his name? Elon was like, yeah, he's in those files. And they don't want to show the files because Elon's in those files too. So he said, my bad, man, I'm in those files too. And that's what I believe. You could say that, whatever. You know, I feel like that shooting was staged. Attempting the president's life was staged. Not that people didn't want to do it, I just felt like it was staged. And you practice enough shooting, that fat target, you ain't missing. You know what I'm saying? That big fat target. You're like, he's not fat, he's strong. He probably is strong, but he's also fat. I'm fat. I'm not scared to admit it. You know, a lot of fat guys out there. Some of them are great fishermen. Now when you're catching the big fish, it's a sport. When you're catching the fish I catch, like those little fishes, it's a game. It's like baseball. If you're not running those 3 bases as hard as you can, it's not a sport. Till then, it's a sport. So that didn't stop. The tires kept spinning. So if I talk to that person, you know you didn't stop, you slow down, your tires never stop, and you don't have spinners on, so they kept spinning. I got it on camera. At 4K, 30 frames per second. Oh, snap. I might be on 60 frames per second. I don't know. I don't know what my default is. Oh, man. I gotta look into that. I'm on 4K, 30 frames per second. Bam. I don't know how people this guy was able to record his screen stuff too with this, which is pretty cool. You know, sometimes I want to do that just to capture certain things. And recorded the screen that, and he was able to make it a big video. I'm gonna try to figure out how that is when I get back home. It's Father's Day. Do what I want. But it literally looks like the weather has subsided and it's pushing away from the ocean. Shoot, I might want to go on the boat now. We'll find out. I want to see how the ramp is, because I'll go to the flats and swim with David for a couple of hours. That'd be an excellent Father's Day, but he's going tomorrow to go swimming in Orlando, so. I'm gonna put this in his mother's car now. And it's funny because David be loving going out, even though he likes to walk too. David say hi to the camera. Say hi. Look at me. No, don't say look. I'm telling you to look at me. Say hi to the camera. Like I said, let's go back to what I was talking about. Once they said they didn't want to vote for a pedophile, or they don't like pedophiles. Yet some of the same people voted for this dude who was accused of that. Second, they didn't want to vote for no rapist. He had 34 accusations or something like that, of 20-something, 18 to 20-something, I forgot the number. But he had more than 10 accusations of sexual assault. Conversation that shouldn't have been recorded, and I totally agree with it, but he said he's gonna grab him by the you-know-what. You know? They won't vote for a felon. They voted for a guy that had 34 convictions. And I hope when he gets out, they find other ones. Him and Hillary should be sharing a cell, in my eyes. You know, there's a lot of people that fly the American flag. Never served, could have served, but didn't, chose not to. Yeah, don't tell me you're patriotic when you had the opportunity to serve. You know, people are saying that recruiting's at an all-time high for Trump. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I look at some more of my buddies. What's up, guys? You see them? Those birds, so pretty. They're gray. They're called herrings, gray herrings. I think they're part of the crane family. Or they are cranes, gray herring cranes, I think. I don't know. I always forget all these names. I don't care too much. Yes, but not so long ago, they had a bunch of flags out here flying Trump. I don't see them no more. There's another guy down the hill. He says F Biden, F Dad, F this. I'm like, why? Probably the realest dude out here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that's my story. This is our walk. It's very calm. It's a little bit windy. It's probably like 10 miles an hour, maybe. I thought it was supposed to be more than that, but like I said, this just looks weird. I can't tell which way these clouds are going. They're changing directions and stuff. Because you know, wind goes in a circle. If you don't know that, look how wind flies. It goes circle-ish and don't go straight. And shh. It looks like it's going straight because you're in that part of that circle. Especially like a tornado or a hurricane. You know, you see the direction that wind is being pushed. You know, but I've never seen that boat leave here. That's a different boat. I think they had the blue stripe boat. That's a bigger boat. And it's an outboard, so yeah, that's different. They had an inboard. Well, congratulations to them on the newer boat. Yeah, I'm done here. All right, another thing, another reason why I don't understand why people voted for Trump is like, how you vote for a dude, like, and I didn't want Kamala to really be president either. I'd rather Waltz. I think he has a better shot at being president than she does. Like, another thing is how you vote for a dude that said he wants to be a dictator. And that's another thing. How do you like that a dude's trying to be a king when he's a president in America, when America fought all those countries to get away from that monarchy trash? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? The other countries, they have kings and queens, but they have a prime minister that speaks. those people are just, other people, the kings and queens and stuff are just for show now. They don't have too much of a say. They're not that important anymore. They are important as a figure for that country. That's it. Oh well, that's the last thing I gotta say. Rant over.